It's Amy, your Gray Girlfriend, and welcome to the Gray Girlfriend's Guide to Life podcast. First, let me say that I'm so happy and grateful that you're here with me. Out of the more than 3 million podcasts available, you chose this one, so thank you. This podcast was created for high-achieving women, real women who face and conquer real challenges, real women who are ready to take their lives to the next level. Between us all, we've been through it all, and I'm here to tell you, you can thrive despite it. So whether you're commuting to or from work or doing one of the other 50,000 things you do on a weekly basis, pop in your earbuds, my friend, and let's go. Welcome to the Gray Girlfriend's Guide to Life podcast. This is your host, Amy Blair Lawson. Today's episode is entitled The Hive Mind, While We Crave It, Fear It, and Keep Following It. There is something deeply human about wanting to belong. We are wired for connection, and our brains are constantly scanning for signs of safety and acceptance and shared direction. That is part of why the idea of the hive mind feels both comforting and unsettling at the same time. It suggests that when people move together and think together and feel together, they can create something powerful, but also something risky. The hive mind is not a literal brain shared by many people. It's a metaphor for what happens when group energy and social pressure and emotional contagion and collective attention begin shaping how individuals think and act. In healthy forms, this can look like teamwork and community care and shared purpose and coordinated action. In unhealthy forms, it becomes groupthink and conformity and echo chambers and the quiet loss of independent thought. According to neuroscience, the hive mind works because our brains are social prediction machines. We notice what others believe, we mirror emotions, and we often adjust our behavior to reduce conflict and increase belonging. This is not weakness, it is survival. For most of human history, being excluded from the group could mean danger, so the nervous system learned to prioritize acceptance and consensus and social harmony. In the modern world, the same wiring shows up everywhere. Social media amplifies it. News cycles intensify it. Online communities reward it. A person can scroll for 5 minutes and feel their opinions and emotions and even identity shifting based on the dominant tone of the crowd. The hive mind is no longer just a metaphor for tribes and teams. It is now a daily experience for anyone with a phone and a pulse. So what does the hive mind really mean? At its simplest, the hive mind describes a group dynamic where individuals become highly influenced by collective thinking. Sometimes this creates collective intelligence, such as more ideas and faster problem solving and better coordination and a sense of shared mission. Other times it turns into conformity pressure, where people stop questioning and stop dissenting and stop trusting their own judgment. This is why the term can be used positively or negatively. A healthy hive-like group can feel collaborative and creative and mutually supportive. An unhealthy one can feel rigid and emotionally charged and suspicious of anyone who thinks differently. The difference is not whether people are connected. The difference is whether the group allows truth and nuance and individuality to survive inside the connection. And like everything, there are pros and cons. So here are the pros. One of the biggest strengths of a hive mind is collective intelligence. When people bring different experiences and perspectives and skills into the same space, the group can often solve problems that one person could not solve alone. This is especially powerful in families and teams and workplaces and communities and online groups where shared information can accelerate learning and creativity. A second benefit is emotional support. Humans regulate through relationship. When a group is healthy, belonging can lower stress and increase motivation and create a sense of meaning. People often do better when they feel seen and understood and part of something larger than themselves. In that sense, the hive mind can be a source of coherence rather than confusion. A third advantage is efficiency. Groups can share common goals. They can move faster and coordinate more easily and reduce unnecessary reinvention. Instead of every person starting from scratch, the group can build on shared knowledge and momentum. This is one reason communities and movements and collaborative teams can create change more quickly than isolated individuals. Now here are the cons. The biggest risk of the hive mind is the erosion of independent thought. When belonging feels more important than honesty, people begin self-silencing. They may agree outwardly while disagreeing inwardly. They may repeat the group's language without fully examining it. Over time, the pressure can shrink curiosity and critical thinking and personal responsibility. Another danger is emotional amplification. Groups do not just share ideas, they share moods. Fear spreads, outrage spreads, certainty spreads. This is especially visible online where emotionally charged content is rewarded and nuance is often ignored. When emotion takes over, the nervous system moves into reaction mode and thoughtful discernment becomes harder to access. A third con is polarization. Once a group starts treating its own view as the only valid one, it becomes easier to dehumanize outsiders. The hive mind can create an us versus them mentality that makes collaboration across distances almost impossible. Instead of creating safety, the group can become a closed loop of reinforcement that feeds itself and rejects correction. So why does this matter now? The reason the hive mind matters so much now is that modern life intensifies it. Algorithms shape what people see. Repetition shapes what feels true. Social proof shapes what feels safe. In other words, the digital environment is intentionally designed to stimulate the social brain while bypassing slower, more reflective thinking. This is why it is so easy to get swept up in trends and opinions and emotional narratives that feel bigger than you. It does not mean you're gullible. It means you're human. Your brain is doing exactly what it evolved to do: watch the group and reduce uncertainty and seek belonging. The real question is whether you are using that wiring consciously or unconsciously. The healthiest response is to not reject community. It is to stay connected without disappearing, without losing your sense of discernment. That means asking better questions and tolerating some discomfort and staying willing to think for yourself even when your opinion is unpopular. Collective intelligence works best when it includes diversity of thought, not obedience. So how do you protect your mind? How do you stay connected without losing your individuality? If you want to participate in groups without losing yourself, start by slowing down before reacting. Strong emotion is often a signal to pause, not a signal to obey. Notice what you feel, but do not assume that feeling is proof. Second, seek out disagreement from people who are thoughtful, not necessarily provocative. Healthy dissent strengthens insight. It helps you see blind spots before they become beliefs. A strong mind is not one that never changes. It is one that can change without panicking. Third, pay attention to whether a group values curiosity or conformity. Do people welcome questions? Can someone say, "I'm not sure"? If you can't question the group isn't built for truth. A good group will give you courage, where a bad group will want you to abandon your voice. So with that, allow me to say this. May your mind stay clear. May your heart stay kind. And may your voice stay your own. I'm wishing you peace and plenty of all good things. Until next time, this is Amy, your gray girlfriend. Hey, it's Amy. Did you know that what we tell ourselves about ourselves impacts every decision we make? Every decision. So if you're feeling stuck in any aspect of your life, RTT can help. Want to know more? Go to amyblairlawson.com or click on the calendar link in the show notes to schedule your complimentary 30-minute consultation. Oh, one last thing. I can't forget the legal stuff. You know what I'm talking about. The language a lawyers write that I have to read to you. Well, here it goes. This podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only. While I am a rapid transformational therapy practitioner, a certified divorce financial analyst, and a licensed investment advisor, this podcast is not intended as a substitute for a private session or a consultation. Got it? All right. Until next time, wishing you peace and plenty of all good things.